right, so Two-Face, knowing the players on this team, I know that they're intel heavy. You know, you see a lot of posts, you see a lot of Legion, Valkyrie, and Maestro. So it'd be interesting to see them on the board still. But first off, Habana, she's going to be the first one banned.
Good. You usually see a hard breacher knocked out here on Bank just because there's a lot of hatch and wall work to deal with here. A lot of emphasis on hard breachers, so knocking them out is usually going to make things a little bit easier for the defending side, which is why we see a defender ban used on a hard breacher. We'll see the attacker ban get knocked out here from Draak side. They're going to take down Jacko, which is, again, just pretty much aligning with the meta right now. Jacko's a really strong counter roamer in a way, and an offensive one at that. Has the capability to actually track down the roamer itself and take him or her out, so that's why we see him eliminated.
And on a map this big as Bank, I mean, you're going to want to have that freedom when you're a roamer. You do not want Jacko sniffing out those footsteps. First defender banned is going to be Mira, which helps out a lot, especially in CCTV. So whenever they go for that plant, you know, Mira, she can just stand behind her little mirror window and toss out a C4 to stop that plant. Well, really good planting outcome from her. So you take her off the board, it's going to make things a little bit more spicier down low.
Quintessential, especially when it comes to sites like the basement. So we'll definitely see her get knocked out. Echo as well, one that we've been seeing pretty much in every single matchup. So that one makes a lot of sense. Echo with the ability to basically immediately win a round if he has his utility in the correct spot. He can interrupt the plant. And for those of you guys who might be newer to Siege, if you interrupt the plant at 0 timer, the defending team immediately wins the round. And that's oftentimes where we see his utility coming. Also, is a really good primary weapon too. So
you know, it's actually interesting. You and I, especially when you cast for Stokes, we see Maestro banned a lot, and we've seen a lot more Echo play. This is probably the first time we've seen Echo banned earlier on in the stage.
It's weird if you compare like the ban stats from USN to the ban stats for something like Pro League. For some reason, Maestro is banned out like way more than Echo is, which is like against the meta trends. So that's just an interesting thing we've noticed. I guess maybe Maestro is a little bit more universally used, I would say, compared to how often Echo's banned out. So maybe there's not as many Echo players that are more willing to leave that in the pool. Yeah, would be my guess. Like even I can play Maestro, and we know if I can play Maestro.
No, Blue, okay, so to be fair, Blue, we didn't expect much from you in the game, and I know they expected nothing from me. You were the highlight, okay? So you could be able to flex a little bit and say that you bodied kicks a few times.
I didn't even know I was good with the SMG, and it just happened.
You're a landable. You're a landable.
I'm a land player.
But back to the game, I said it before the game started, and it seems like some players on Two-Face, they like to keep the same identity, which is really strong when it comes to building yourselves up as a team. Look at all the intel. Creators with Valkyrie. You have Maestro on the board, and Butters is going to be on Pulse, which is going to be a really interesting role change. You're going to have Filthy roaming around as Jaeger, where his gun skill is definitely going to come into play. But Butters, let's see if he's going to go in Gold Vault and be an essential factor for his team in regards to calling out cardiac heartbeats from his sensor.
Yep, so we've got the push, or the defense set up in the basement. There's usually only really one viable way for the attackers to push this. There's a couple variances on it, but the primary push is going to come from server room downstairs, where you were seeing a lot of players run around in the pregame there. It's going to be a very slow process of Draak trying to get control of that, and then potentially using areas like the main stairs, maybe even a garage run-in to try and get the rest of the control. They're going to spend the first minute or two of the round, though, just trying to check out the first and second floors in order to deal with any potential roaming presence. I don't think we have too much of that coming in from Two-Face right now. It looks like they're all pretty much restricted to either those server stairs or the basement itself for the most part.
This is actually a pretty strong server hold that they plan on doing right now. Take a look at Draak Esports lineup so far. Uptizi's going to be on Maverick. I wonder if Uptizi's going to be the one watching the hatches in open and also office. It seems to be that way, but pretty much they're covering, you know, all their corners, making sure that they're trying to hand out any type of roamers that they see. But they're not going to run into any so far. So with a minute off the clock, it's going to be up to Draak Esports to go ahead and make an opening to get in the site.
All right, so once again, Pulse doing a little bit of work here. This is Butters. He's got a good capability to see through this. He's going to see the hatch attempt to work its way through. Unfortunately, as you can see from the silhouette, he's probably not going to end up with much of an angle, assuming that Maverick plays this correctly in order to actually shoot him.
He can toss a C4.
Yeah, he can try to throw a C4 and get the damage through there. Nade's going to go against Dream. They don't have the Jaegers there, so they were deleted before, but that's not going to matter. Dream is going to smoke out JVac, taking him down. And that's one player out from the attack to start this off. Butters unable to find the player who breaches through that hatch, though, so he's going to walk away from that defense with nothing.
A lot of defensive setups we see are usually teams stopping the plan, but Two-Face, they have a different type of mentality when it comes to this. There's going to be denial upon entry. You saw Butters underneath the hatch trying to stop Maverick from getting in there, and also Filthy is going to be holding down server. They're making sure, with Dream especially holding down Blue Stairwell with the shotgun, that no one's going to have any time at all to get into there. And if they do, It's going to be a big fight.
Yeah, second Thatcher EMP went out. It got rid of the ADS for the players sitting behind the main server box there. They used the first one to get rid of Smoke's Jaegers as well, or at least the one that he had, because he just put down one more. But Dream is still dealing with this. A triple kill already for Dream as he picked off 2 more, trying to push the server stairs. They've got a hatch open, but they can't go down it because Filthy still has this angle, and he's going to strike with kill number 4. Knocks out Casual Champion, leaves only Tizzy left in this fight now in a 1v5 with 19 seconds left. He will finally take down Dream, ending that triple kill streak that he was on. Looking for number 2 now. I think it's going to be too much to ask for, unfortunately. Just no angle to work with, no real way to push the site, and he doesn't even have Diffuser. So I think it's safe to say that indeed, round number 1 goes to 2.
There was nothing he could have done. He could have dropped down hatch and got busted, or just turned face and go into open and, you know, die the way he did. But Filthy held it down in server, and also the smoke play on server stairs was vital. And you know what I didn't get? So he was sitting there with a red dot, and they would push in one by one and die the same way. That can't happen. Don't do that. Use your brain. Come on, think. I know you guys are smarter than that. So going into round 2, let's see if they learn from their mistakes. But we're going to go to a new site, which is going to be the second floor, Executive Lounge, and also CEO.
They only used 1 nade against him as well, or at least we only saw 1 nade get used against him when he should have had 2 to be able to throw out there, and he wasn't ADS'd at that point. Like, if there were ADSs on those stairs at the beginning of the round, they got dealt with with a Thatcher nade pretty easily, because he also didn't have a shield to support him there.
But you also have Zofia, so it's like, hello, why can't you concuss a player that's over there?
Did the defenders have Zofia on that round?
Yes, they did. Okay. So if you have Zofia, you have frag grenades under your utility. I mean, Smoke should have been cooked.
I was thinking Ella for the defense, because usually you play Ella on those stairs, so I might have had my operators confused.
But still, strong play from Two-Face. I really love their approach. They're really aggressive on defense, and they push the fight to you. They do not wait until you get on site and try to plant the diffuser, because you don't want to risk it. All it takes is a missed C4. All it takes is a really bad throw, toxic babe, and the plant can go down. But if you stop them upon entry, in server stairs and also server, then things can turn really good for you really fast.
Yeah. That's a bad sign, unfortunately, for Draak, that they failed to get past the server stairs. So we'll see how these other sites go. But definitely not redeeming to see them dropping right there so aggressively. So Two-Face definitely getting off to a good start, though. And we'll see how they build on this in their future rounds. Meanwhile, it's Draak's second attack coming up now on the upstairs sites instead here. Just going to go right for the crawl up, get them up against the window, start working on probably some stocks control. Square's not going to be too much to work for, as it's looking like Two-Face are probably just going to let him have it for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty much a passive lineup. It's going to be interesting to see how Crazy is going to play with the bout cams. But yeah, they're all pretty much on site. That's going to be it. So this is going to be interesting. So now that we know that they weren't going to go downstairs to CCTV, I'm wondering why Buck wasn't chosen. Because if you have Buck, you can go down the open area or whatnot and shoot above the soft destruction on the floor to be able to find another entryway to be able to get a kill. But it seems like they're going to go for the default push to go ahead, get rid of this wall. The impact trick is going to destroy the exothermic charge, which is going to make things a lot more harder than you expected. Now, you have one more exothermic charge. If this fails, that's it. You're going to have to go into site the hardest way possible.
You're going to try and nade him, but it's not going to work to be well off the mark, and there you go. Bye-bye to the charge. So no hard breach going to work out at all. If you guys remember, Hibana is banned, so they don't have an option for a second hard breach unless they want to bring Maverick, which again, we wouldn't really expect that for a full wall, and this is just going incredibly one-sided right now for Two-Faced. Dream along with Filthy, I believe, picking up kills. There is a trade from Little Homie against Filthy. Knocks him back out, brings us back into the round a little bit in a 3v4.
Little Homie. You need to be your team's homie right now. And Zofia, you have all the slam power in your hand, and Dream throwing the toxic babe out. He heard his footsteps in with some gunfire coming in and shooting his shield. He's going to find himself in a 1v3 scenario, but he's going to be able to hold them back. But a wall bang from Crazy. Able to take Sonic out the game.
Nicely done. You have to remember with these new shields now, too, so Dream can kind of play behind a little bit, get a little bit of intel just all through those panels.
Yeah, he's so aggressive with the shotgun as well, which makes it really scary to be able to push around this corner. Just waiting. He hears some footsteps again. It's going to be a 1v2 push, and Butter's able to clean him up from the side with Maestro. So not only is Smoke playing by himself over in that closet area, he has people watching down that hallway with their line of sight, able to pick off any player that run past him.
So all Little Homie now. 35 seconds remaining for him to try and make a push, and again, though, it's just insurmountable odds. Diffuser already down on the ground here, too. Got a pretty aggressive watch to make sure that he goes down, and there you go. Butters with the easy Alda trade finds Little Homie, takes him out, and that's Two-Faced with a solid 2-0 lead to start this map out.
That's rough. So that's extremely rough when you play on a site like this. So they brought 2 hard breachers the first round, I felt like that should have been done the second round as well, especially if Maverick is still on the board. I feel like Maverick should be an auto pick in that scenario because there's no counter to him. Because we saw 2 impact nades completely destroyed whatever strategy Draak Esports wanted to throw at Two-Face.
And they had counter nades for it too. I think you would have to guess maybe like using like maybe trying to like stun him out like Zophie or something like that might have been a better way to deal with him, but did not occur in Draak's mind right there. So they end up throwing away both of their charges, and they get easily tricked, and this allows for Two-Face to have a pretty stress-free round. They basically just have to hold that. They basically just have to hold the janitor walk up, and then they win the round because there was no real alternate push coming in there from Draak.
All right, so here we are. Tell us in archives. Let's see what Draak Esports has in mind. We see Optizzy finally bringing out Nomad. Nomad's going to be extremely helpful, especially when it comes to watching the flanks, because whenever you're attacking the site, you want to make sure you clear out the top floor immediately before you go down low. But, you know, upon entry, they're going to run into trouble as well. I wonder if Two-Face are going to have a lot of roamers, especially with Filthy donning. Yeah, that's going to be Mozzie. You're going to have Valkyrie on board, and also Butters is going to be on Legion. So you have a good trap operator and 2 great intel ops. It's going to be in use, and you see Butters on the second floor. I wonder if this is going to be his domain.
Attackers are moving out.
We'll see, as Butters, of course, is playing on the Maestro in the previous round, so going a little bit more free-flowing. I think they've got a little bit of confidence going in their favor now, too, with how one-sided both of these rounds have been.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to start to play around a little bit with this now, too. I do agree overall with bringing Nomad into the fold, specifically for the context of this site, is you get a lot more roaming presence on this site. I don't know if it's the answer to their woes, though, because I don't really think they're getting pushed that much. It's not, Two-Face isn't really being that aggressive against them. They just need to be better on executes, because they're kind of just walking into the lineups right now from Two-Face. They're not appropriately droning it out, or they're droning it, but then they're just kind of peeking it without using utility and don't really have a good idea about how to deal with the setups.
I feel like their plan A is pretty simple, but their plan B is non-existent, and it's pretty much, they're just throwing things at the wall and seeing if it sticks, okay? Hey, little homie died on server stairs, let's just keep running it one by one. And it turns into a Congo line of death. That's not what you want to see happen to your teammates. So, yeah. First gunfight is underway. Filthy's going to miss the headshot just barely by inches. He's going to go ahead and rotate down elevator shaft all the way downstairs. And Draak Esports still, everybody alive so far. Little homie took a little bit of damage, but he's going to look to try to pick up the first kill for his team this round.
Mozzie's going to steal a drone away from the attackers, so he'll be able to pre-position that. Probably looks like he's putting it somewhere deep in the lobby so we can see anyone wrapping around through the front or towards the stairs. Actually, no, he's taking this one right into the site. It's probably going to put it on watch towards square, if I had to guess, if he keeps moving it that way. Either way, though, halfway through the round, and a pretty quiet one so far, Draak have started to work their way into places like square and the second floor. As you can see, they've done a little bit of reconstruction up there, too, to open up the floorboards. But unfortunately, haven't found much except for a bit of damage on the little homie. It's been a very quiet round, and they're going to need to start pushing the envelope relatively soon here.
Crazy, he just peeped somebody that was on Banana currently, so another rotation is currently being made. Crazy and Butter sticking together with Creators not too far behind him. A little bit of soft destruction coming from up top. There's going to be Jay. Open things up with Sledge, which is going to be useful, but there's going to be nobody underneath him. So the defense that Two-Face are currently setting up right now is an off-site defense. Only one player is currently on site. Their plan is to destroy Draak Esports before they even step a toe in the archives. And this has been working for them so far. It's pretty much an unorthodox look so far, and it seems to work.
They did have a camera somewhere out here in the main area, too, that I don't think ever got noticed by Drax. They should have pretty good intel, but no, never mind. Little homie's going to start things out with an entry on his own. Finally, a first kill, 30 seconds left in the round. Not a good sign for the attackers, but Crazy getting clipped off there by one of the air jab charges is definitely not a great sign for his team either. He's going to be detected now. They're going to know he's rotating back down. 19 seconds, though. Where's the push? We need to see something here from Draak. They're not moving in. They're not getting enough pressure. They can't also force it either, because that was the problem they were having in the last 2 rounds. So they're going to try to go for something. Dream will miss the C4 toss, but in the meanwhile, we'll see Butters pick up the first kill. Sonic, in the meanwhile, going for a plant. Looks like he's probably going to be able to get it. We'll see J-Vac pick up another kill in the process, too. Butters trying to spam through, but it's not going to work. The very slow push from Draak gets them into the site, but now can they hold it? A 1-for-1 trade is how things will start between Casual Champion and Butters. Butters, though, will overpeak back outside, and Little Homie closes out on Creators.
They got it.
Draak get it done and put their first round on the board.
Little homie picked up the last kill. Really smart Claymore drop he put there, but he didn't have to depend on that. It was a gunfire that won the round for him. And you know what? I was starting to get a little concerned because we saw the timer. We all saw the timer. They were running out of time. It was a lot of people left in the game for Two-Face, and they were able to pull it off still. Draak Esports found a way to get in the site and win the round. Let's see if they can pick up a little bit of momentum. And now we have a game. My biggest fear was that Draak Esports were going to fall 0-3 and it was going to snowball from that point on. But I'm seeing that they're learning as they go. If they continue to do that, hey, they might have it. But Optizzi is going to be donning Maverick once more. Pretty much, yeah, it's going to be the same lineup that we saw the first round.
Not much to have learned, unfortunately, from that first round and that first attack. So we've gone 2 more rounds since then, which means Two-Face cannot go back to that basement site. We're going to have to see what Draak have in mind for attacking this on their second attempt. As unfortunately, the first attempt got knocked down pretty straightforward. Two-Face just held the stairs, and Draak tried to push it and failed. That's how the round went.
We see Dream and Butters currently combined 8-3. Two-Face looking really strong. Crazy's going to be on Maestro, and yeah, Butters on post once more. And this is, I wonder if this is a different setup that we're seeing in Garage right now. Yeah, this hold is really strong. So whenever you watch Rogue play this map, they're really good when it comes to Maestro play. Maestro is able to hold down not only Garage, but also that line of sight going into CCTV whenever a plant decides to go down or someone decides to step foot in there. So let's see if Crazy can go ahead and have his own iteration of that type of dominance heading into this round.
Give himself a little bit of vision into the site, try to hide the Evil Eye camera in the back as well, so hopefully it'll go unnoticed. And meanwhile, the rest of the team will once again have that aggressive posture put up inside of server room, while Crazy will hold the flanks towards Garage and the main stairs and try to call for the rotate if necessary. As you might expect, the Casual Champions drone is going to start working its way towards Square, so we more than likely have that push to start working their way once again into server. Hopefully they're able to put a little bit more behind the push this time, utility-wise, as they did just try to straight up push the smoke last round, which led to multiple deaths.
Okay, with everybody being off-site, the first thing that Draak Esports has to do, obviously, keep everybody alive in the process. You're going to have to get those hatches open immediately, because that's going to get Two-Face's attention to actually go back in the site and take a look. That way, server is going to clear up a little bit more. Rather than there being 3 players in server and also server stairs, might just be 2. And that 1 player makes a huge difference.
So they open up the upstairs angle on this too to hopefully better counter the aggressive swings from the smoke. They do need a way to force him out though, or they need to go on a different angle, which going on a different angle is going to be the harder option, by far. This site is best played on a push directly through server into that site. That's the easiest option that gives you the best post-plant positioning too. They can change it up though, try to go for main stairs push or something like that. I just don't know if they're going to be prepared to go for something like that because it's very rare to see that. Creators though will find an angle against Little Homie and strike first, knocking out the Zofia. With a minute and a half left.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating. The fact that Little Homie dropped first on this team with Zofia, not only does she pretty much have most of the gunfire on her team, but just a utility when it comes to stunning players and whatnot getting in the site. But we hear Exothermic Charge currently open up, and I wonder where that was. Is Optizzi is going to open up another hatch and open things up. Yep, blowtorch being put in use, and he's not in danger at all. You see him a little paranoid right now.
Well, Creators is like around the corner. Creators is like 2 rooms over right now. Okay. And there was a drone almost on Creators. I think Creators is trying to figure out if the drone saw him or not, and if he can make a push like that.
Okay.
But I think he's basically just going to wait out the time. And yeah, so yeah, he can hear this hatch getting blown up. So he's probably going to wait till it's close and then try to make a push when they'll assume it's safe. Because he also doesn't know who else is with him, who's securing him. No. They've still got the stairs held too, so there's no reason for him to risk his life at this point.
Okay, so that's the last Toxic Baby. You have 30 seconds left to go, and down the hatch they go. Filthy able to catch Casual Champion as he walks there. Filthy picking up the double kill. Dream getting one of his own, taking out JVac. Next thing you know, Optizzi's going to find himself in a 1v5. Very unlikely scenario, and he's still going to pick up a kill. Little stat pad here and there, taking out Creators. Nice little headshot. With the pistol out, it's not going to work in his favor, and Crazy is going to go ahead and clean up the last kill as Maestro.
Can't win against the Alda.
No, you can't.
Unwinnable battle.
No. Look at that. If he had a pistol.
He could do that for like 30 more seconds, by the way, if he wanted to. He could just spray a line of bullets into that stairs. So Two-Face go back into control of the matchup now with 3-1, and they will go to the other side that they won quite handily due to their ability to easily trick out the thermite charges when we saw Draak try to work their way in from square. So we'll see how Draak is going to look to counter that now, as this is another area they need to adjust. They'll bring the Blackbeard into it, which is actually an operator, to be honest, we don't get in pro games that often anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of pops up every once in a while, but nowhere near the rate that you used to see him picked a while ago.
All right. Filthy is going to be on Jaeger, so the roam presence is going to be healthy. Crazy on Ella this time. First time we're going to see her this round. Draak Esports.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Casual champion when he dropped down that hatch and Filthy bopped him in the back of the head with a nice little headshot. I'm wondering, did he have any drones left in this arsenal? Because he hot dropped down knowing that server is heavily guarded by Two-Face. And, you know, it was just tunnel vision. He just ran in one direction. And it just didn't seem right to me, you know?
Yeah, there had to have been some kind of lapse of intel. Either someone said it was clear, which is an obvious mistake, or they just got the hatch open so late and they weren't able to drone it prior to that, so they never saw it. But even then, right, that was the same exact spot he played in round 1, so there should have been somewhat of an expectation.
Exactly. You still have somebody on server stairs, so it's pretty much common knowledge at this point that someone else is going to be in server to watch his back, and Filthy has made that his home every time that they played that site. And the fact that they were down about 30 seconds when he hot dropped down that hatch, I mean, that was extremely concerning.
All right, well, let's see if Draak is going to be able to make up for the mistakes on this site when they played back in round number 2. They've only got this round and the next one to make their impact here on the attacking side before they switch halves and go over to the defense. But right now things are looking very good for Two-Face, be able to continue to run things up if we don't see Draak change there too very soon.
J-Vac is going to be on Blackbeard. You know what? I can't hate. I can't hate. Do what it takes to win. Just make sure that you make every single second count. Now, I wonder if he's going to be on Repel looking in the office to open things up. I think
it's for window Repel, so they can actually have some capability to engage, because that's where they're failing right now. Is they're getting destroyed on entries.
Now, I'm wondering if that's going to be the counter to Two-Face trying to impact trick any type of hard breach coming in from Skylight Stairway.
We'll have to see what kind of an angle they're able to get from there, if they can actually like stop it appropriately, because it might be blocked off pretty well by the defenders. Okay, I'll check that out in a moment. Either way, though, Optizzy is going to strike first and find Filthy. A little bit aggressive there on the Jaeger to be able to take him out first. A good start. Now let's build on that one. And they do have windows that they can properly utilize here to try and punish the attempt to breach through.
Still a close game by all means. It's still 1-3, and here we are on the window Repel. That's going to be J-Vac. He's going to be, to me, the most important player on this roster at the moment. He's going to be the one to open things up, because once he shows face and they know that Blackbeard is there, Two-Face are probably going to scare you like rats. Either that or they're going to force the fight.
We got the Blackbeard getting into position over on those windows now, I believe, as well, to hopefully allow for Draak to work through. They did get the wall open, of course, but Dream with the aggressive shield swings out, finds little homie, catches the trade down into a 4v4, and now the defenders can go back to playing passive and just, I mean, same that they've been doing for a lot. Oh, man. Creators there, almost getting an opportunity for an easy kill. Gotta be careful with those breaches on the Blackbeard. In fact, he lost half his HP from that.
Now, this is a downfall for not bringing Zofia as well, because that kill that happened behind the shield wouldn't have been there if Zofia was in play. But also, Sledge died, and he did have frag grenades to get rid of that. Oh, that's extremely rough. 46 seconds left on the clock. Things are starting to heat up a little bit more as Optizzy picks up his second kill of the round. Taking Butters out the game as well. 2 quality kills as Dream answers back with the 2K of his own.
We've got this other angle held too, and they don't have anyone on the flank. All 3 players trying to push their way in through the square right now. Creators is battling with this regardless, though. It needs Dream to swing out a little bit more aggressively. They've even got another player in a corner there. No plant attempt coming in just yet. Dream's got to be really careful now. He's got a sliver of HP left, but to be fair, his teammate's not faring much better either. Dream, though, with the punch hole right through. Let's see it! Dream gets the ace and closes out on the round for Two-Face.
Okay, all right. There is no reason why Dream was so comfortable behind this shield the entire round. No one was coming from behind near stock. No one came from banana. No one wanted to stop Dream. That was amazing. Dream with a clean ace against Draak Esports. One more round until the roles change, where Two-Face actually go on attack. But Draak are struggling, and a loss like that hits hard.
Biggest problem for Draak is definitely like a lack of adjustment. Like they're committing to a strat and they're not changing it.
They have no counter to another counter.
There's a lot of situations here that Draak have been put in that could somewhat easily be solved just by like taking a step back for another like 20 or 30 seconds, having a player go outside and rotate around to like main lobby and having a push from there or something like that. But they're either time starved so much they're not able to do something like that, or it's just not occurring to them to do it.
No, it has nothing to do with time, because the fact is Dream was over there the entire time. Like, why? Like that should never happen in high play in Rainbow Six Siege. Like Draak Esports, I love the players on this roster, and I know that they know better. Hey, maybe it's the jitters. Maybe they're nervous. They're playing under the bright lights, so to say. So hopefully they come up with a counter and they can turn this into a closer game as the rounds go by. But that can't happen. Two-Face are way too comfortable. They're not being challenged out of their spots, and comfortability is the name of the game for them currently.
By the way, Dream is thriving, and he's currently at 10-2 on the scoreboard right now. He's definitely looking to try to get the best stats possible from that match after the ace on the last round here. Next highest teammate is Filthy at 5-3.
Sonic. Blue, we might have an Owen sighting.
Oh no, dude.
Let's 5 rounds.
Let's see that score one more time just so we can check it.
Chat. I'm gonna need you to type 1 if you think we're gonna have an Owen sighting at the end of this map.
At least you won't be like a double agent, you know? It won't be
Right.
007. we already got past that hump.
Chat, give Sonic your power. To be fair, he is hard breach. So he gets a little...
Yeah, he gets the excuse. Ooh, little homie. Little homie's actually been really good on these entries. Like, I know that's a bit of a counterpoint because I've been saying Draak's one of their biggest issues is their entries. Yeah. Little homie's like the exception. Yeah.
And he took out Butters, which is really big because Butters was going to be one of the main roamers along with Creation. So you take Visual out the game, it's going to make things a lot more easier. Yes, the drones aren't able to see him whenever his ability is activated, but Mozzie can straight up snatch those drones. So now they have another challenge in front of him.
Speak of the devil, he's got one right there hidden in the bushes there. Again, watching for like a flank or something like that. Something that we really haven't seen yet from Draak, but they have it there just in case anyway. And this is a... Almost.
He knows he's...
he's got the drone right on him.
What you gonna do, little homie?
Oh, he's like, come on. Can I have like a slightly bigger angle here? He's so close to be able to see like his foot too.
They gotta take him out. Okay,
Someone's gotta push. He's been on drone for like a minute straight, dude.
Like if he jumped down, there's no way he's even gonna know it all.
If someone ran up to this, they would have killed him already.
Someone needs to kill creators.
Oh, there's like no one.
There's no one nearby.
The other problem is you can't really run into square on this site, so I guess that's why. But they know he's there, so he's gonna try to get aggressive.
Oh, he moved. Oh, he's on the run now.
Literally like a minute on a drone, and no one punished that because they just didn't have anyone positioned. That's unfortunate. They even knew he was there too.
They goofed. They missed their chance.
To be fair, like I think it's pretty crazy to assume someone's gonna be in an open spot like that on drone for like a minute straight.
That would have been the fastest rotation in the history of rotation. But he lives, so Mozzie lives to fight for the entirety of the round. But now we're under a minute. And little homie Draak able to get the 2K, taking Filthy out the game. So Jaeger and Vigil. Little homie's been doing such a great job. With the top destruction coming from up top, they're trying to bottle in Two-Face to be able to wrap up the rest of these kills. But Dream, can he hold on to this? Been such a strong player so far with the SMG and shotgun play.
They've got the angles to work with here too. Creators swinging out. Interesting. Not really sure what happened there. But Creators is going to fall back and just try to hide in the elevator for now. Doesn't really have much of a choice, unfortunately, because of the health loss, but he's probably going to get pushed through the hatch, so we'll have to see how Creators can try to make it out of that one. Crazy and Dreams in the other hand here, also still trying to hold and doing a great job of wasting time. The hand is going to be forced here again from Draak. Time starved once again. Here comes the push into the main door, trying to get them into the A site too. It is not working out. Creators has the back of their castle just in case it is needed, but it won't really be necessary. There's just not any time left to make this push happen. They're going to try to force the issue. They actually might get it. Nah, never mind.
Nope.
Dream's going to shut that one down. Two-Face.
Optimistic.
Two-Face pick up the 5-1.
They might get this. I'm in my head.
I didn't see the second guy pushing.
Like there's no shot at all. But going in around 7, Draak Esports, we need you to wake up. All right. It might be 3 a.m. in Poland, but I know it's still early in America. I know you guys still have it in you.
It's a West Coast game, so it's
Two-Face. You know what? Okay, even though they are pretty much steamrolling through this team, I really love what I see. And we're not seeing much from Two-Face, which is a good thing because they're using the same strats every single site, and they're just perfecting that strat. It's pretty much like a really good practice for him.
Yeah, Two-Face just playing like a really standard game on that defense. Just played like pretty heavy on site, 1, maybe 2 roamers.
And that's it.
That's it. Nothing fancy.
Their site denial has been extremely impressive. I mean, Lil Homie was able to get in his digs here and there. But other than that, Two-Face has just been overly strong. Their rotations have been on point. Whenever a player falls, another one picks up in that area and holds down that lane for him, which has been pretty impressive to me.
Dream still not going down from the previous round, so still with a really confident 11-2 record and a +9 overall on the scoreboard. Definitely fragging out. We'll see if that can continue on attack, obviously, as the threat's going to be a little bit more real this time, but with also a good droning capability and whatnot, we can still see some really powerful extra capability with how well Two-Face were able to mow through some of the Draak rosters in the previous rounds here. So just rounds 1 and 2 where they handled it quite easily. So let's see. We are about to see Two-Face get let out onto the board for the first time on attack right now.
All right, J-Vac, I want to see something from you, man. You're on Valkyrie. You have all the intel for your team. Let's go ahead and make it happen. The chat might not believe in you, but I do. I do. I believe in the comeback. It's a nice little cam. I wouldn't think to look there at all. And,
yeah, a couple late black eye deployments here, so we're going to see those take a couple seconds to go down. And she's going to have to kind of like haphazardly. She's even got one left still, so still kind of like haphazardly setting those up. The intel won't be the greatest, but it's exactly where she needs them to be, and that's what matters. I
wonder if Valkyrie is going to be by herself and open. No, Tizzy is definitely going to be in blue stairs to have his back, so it's going to be a big help.
Drone up.
So yeah, pretty much a standard hold on defense. It's going to be their first time here, by the way.
Reloading, cover me.
All right, so pretty much a basic clear over on the second floor right now, and yeah, Two-Face, they're wasting no time at all. The drones were already in there, now they're just busting in.
Thatcher already starting to work his way down. His creator is looking to work his way downstairs on main here. Butters, the meanwhile, clearing out front lobby. Much more spread out push overall coming in here. Obviously trying to make it, the defender's trying to make it a little bit more difficult for Two-Face to be able to get access to some of the hashes. Trying, of course, to move crazy away from that. And he did take quite a bit of heat, it seems. I'm not sure if that was from the nade or a fight he ended up getting into, but either way, he's down to like 25 HP now.
All right, we have a hatch open from the second floor already, and that's going to be a big help towards Two-Face. And still not able to pick anybody off right now. Crazy is going to be the only one in the lobby to take damage this round. A little bit of more drone work, and Butters might be able to see Valkyrie in open. Shooting out the default cams and go ahead, and yeah, there it is. Now this is where the intel gets spread around, and they're going to go ahead and try to collapse on them. So you see Filthy moving down already, and like as a complete unit, everybody, they're going in for this kill. The tag was made, and Filthy lost him. Yeah. But Valkyrie's still going to go down.
J-Vac's still smart, though. He realizes he's not going to win that and that he's been found out. He tries to escape. Can't make it out at the end of the day here. So now we're going to see Dream and the others push towards Square, start to pop this open if they can.
Yeah, they definitely know somebody's in there. Kind of behind the shield.
Tizzy wants to do something.
Yeah.
He's got that Jaeger shotgun, though, so we can't really move out too aggressively here. And, oh my god, he's being destroyed by flashbang. And he's been forced downstairs. Man, there is nothing that he can do. Unfortunately, Tizzy, he's running out. Creator's finally going to cull him.
R.I.P. There's nowhere for him.
Our man never stood a chance.
At that point, you just let go of the mouse and keyboard and just sit there.
That's when I go get a drink.
Those are the type of kills where when you die, your teammates are like, where'd that happen? I'd be like, it's just on me.
Little homie once again going to be the shining light here for his team. Moves in and finds a trade on a Filthy to bring us into a 2v4. They do have Evil Eye coverage to see that the push is going to work its way in, but the problem is Crazy also walking in from the back lane. It just completely shuts down any of the remaining defensive setup, and that's going to put Two-Face forward onto map and match point.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bird's the word, and the word is that Two-Face are just way too strong right now. Draak Esports, they're failing every single round to come up with an alternative strat to go ahead and break into Two-Face's strategy. We saw them on attack, and their first plan failed ultimately, and it seemed like they were lost. Playing on defense, we saw that fall apart extremely fast. Whenever Roamer was called out, he was killed almost instantly, but you're going to have to give credit to Two-Face. Whenever Draak Esports was on attack and they saw Roamer, it was pretty much a 1v1 until the fight was over with. With Two-Face, no, you're going to have 2-3 players hounding on him. There's such a big difference in mentality when it comes to meta and strategy in this game. And if I'm on Draak Esports, a loss like this, yeah, I'll be pretty upset. But you watch the VOD and you learn from that. That's the only way you get better from this point on.
Exactly.
I mean, I love these guys to death. Once again, shout out to Tizzy. I really love what I see from Little Homie has actually impressed me a lot. They can get better. Little
Homie's been doing good, especially in early round situations. Like I said, entry power, he's been like their shining star. He's been the one that's like brought them back into rounds that they had otherwise lost. And Tizzy's kind of been their late round guy from what I've been able to see so far. He's done pretty good in a couple late round situations. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, though, they do have to try and bring this back. And while there's plenty that they could have learned from in this VOD eventually from their attacking side, they don't have a whole lot of tape on the defense just yet. So let's see if they can push this forward a few more rounds with a hopeful victory here in the basement. Give them a couple more rounds and a little bit more tape to look at if we still end up seeing Two-Face come out on top of this one.
So they're opening up hatches in CCTV. They open up a few kill holes looking in the server. This is a different look. Question is it actually going to pay off? We'll see now. But there's a lot of openings going into sight.
Same cameras being set up once again here for Draak. to be able to give them the defensive setup that they need to try and stop the push from Two-Face. But Two-Face, of course, wasting basically no time, already in through square. That's going to be a camera that'll be easily found out there on the pole. There was one roamer up here, and there he is, JVac, moving in, able to find Filthy. I saw his silhouette roaming around in the back there, and he's going to be able to strike this time. Now the problem is evacuating, and that's going to be a little bit more of an issue.
Yeah, JVac still holding things down. He can make this happen for his team, but take a look at this. 3 players now surrounding him. This is going to be all bad, but initiating the gunfight. Oh, JVac misses the shot, and Butters able to clean him up. So that's going to be 1 down on the roam game. But also Filthy is down as well, so that was a equal frag, so to say.
All right, guys, so moving forward the rest of this round, it does go traded 1 for 1. Obviously, if he's able to get 2, it would have been better, but he was basically locked in there the second he found that first kill, so let's get forced out or forced into his death relatively quickly after that one. 1.5 minutes left. Ooh, almost a stolen drone there from Dream. He's going to be able to stop that from happening. Now, the rest of the team getting ready to start their push downstairs. A little bit more hesitant this time, though, Two-Face. A little bit more spread out, kind of trying to figure out exactly how they want to play this.
Yeah, not a lot of action going down at all, and now we're hitting 1 minute and 17 seconds, so Crazy's going to go ahead and jump right into it, going ahead and getting rid of this hatch over in admin office, open things up, and I wonder if the openings are going to help out Draak Esports in this defense. You have flashbangs and Toxic Beige currently going out, as Optizzy is going to try his damnedest to hold on to the stairs once again. And yeah, a little server hold is happening as well, so there's going to be 2 players in the way of Two-Face as they make their way down into the door of CCTV.
The M870 fan club is getting very excited right now, as once again, another chance for Jaeger's shotgun to shine is going to show up here in a second. He's got the shield to play with too, but that's going to get, no, just a regular flashbangs. That won't get nated out, but the breaching charge will deal with it this time. Oh, no! And he's going to be taken out by it as well. He is down for the count. Butters.
Did you have to shoot him that much?
Yeah. I don't even think they knew, to be honest. But either way, Butters is going to be able to move down those server stairs now and try to start isolating out their smoke players sitting behind it. In fact, they're just going to push the smoke. They've got like 3 people here, so it shouldn't be too hard. There you go. Creators gets the job done, and now we're down to only 2. The players left inside of the site. It's down to their Mozzie and their Maestro, but time is low for the attackers here as well. They need to push in. They didn't see somehow the Mozzie sitting right there. Butters is going to catch it, though. Little homie did catch a trade. Draak, is trying so hard to hold on, but it's not going to work out. Two-Face close out and take control of our opening match of stage 3 here for USN, and we'll move forward to face off against Disrupt, who is already waiting in our final match of the night.
You know what that round was like? You ever drop your phone and you watch it fall in slow motion, and you know you can't save your phone, but the phone is just going to get destroyed in a matter of seconds? That was watching this round for me. It started off really slow, and then, wait, did he? Oh, yes, he got the kill. Sonny got the kill.
Nice.
No Owen, but he did get a breadstick. It was it was rough, but Two-Face are going to walk away with the victory with the nice 7-1.